This video is brought to you by Amazon. So what's up guys, Sam here, and I am back this time with my top 5 paid Android apps. So without further ado, let's get straight into this. So first up today we have an arcade game of epic proportions called Geometry Dash. Now, if you've ever played the game called The Impossible Game, then you'll pretty much know exactly what Geometry Dash is like. You have only one control, a single tap, and from there it's about navigating your way through a series of levels, and for each level there are mini levels throughout where you either jump, fly, or flip to avoid the spiky obstacles. On top of that, each level is rhythm-based, which basically means each of your taps or landings sit perfectly with the music, but only some of the time, meaning you can often be lulled into a false sense of security and tap when you shouldn't have. Every time you die, you're given a percentage level of how far you made it through the level, and until you reach 100%, you're not complete. If you're hesitant about purchasing this game, there is also a light version, meaning you can try before you buy. Next up, we're dialing back the intensity with a captivating puzzle game called Monument Valley. The aim of this game is to manipulate some trippy looking architecture and guide a silent princess character through each of the beautifully designed levels. This game takes point and click to a whole new level, and for each round you can twist or rotate the different platforms to allow your character to explore and ultimately reach the end. It's clear there's been a heavy influence from the famous optical illusions you see around the world, but they've absolutely nailed the design and feel of this game. This is minimalism gaming at its finest. The soundtrack is bare minimum, which is perfect for the world this game is set in, with pretty much only musical accents being triggered by your movements. Check this game out if you get the chance. After that, we have a simulation game called Bridge Constructor, and as the title suggests, this game involves constructing bridge upon bridge using differing materials, all in an effort to make sure the cars and trucks safely reach the other side. As I just mentioned, each level has a different set of materials to build from, including wood, steel, cables, and concrete pillars, but the catch is you only have a set budget to work with. So you may come at a level all confident thinking you'll build this tank of a bridge using nothing but concrete, but after only placing a few pillars down, you'll realize you're out of money. The beauty about this game is that there is no set way to complete each level. You can build a shonky-ass bridge, and even if it starts falling down, if the vehicles make it across, you've successfully completed the level. As well as that, you may find yourself looking to go back to old levels to try and rebuild the bridges using as little money as possible so as to increase your score. Whilst the soundtrack and graphics aren't as captivating as others on this list, that's certainly not the point of this game. It's addictive as hell, and I definitely recommend it. The next game on this list is a puzzle game called Threes. So this is a numbers-based game, and initially the amount of rules thrown at you seem overwhelming, but within 30 seconds you've got the gist of it and you're hooked. How it works is that any number greater than 3 can only be added to itself. So for example, a 3 and a 3 can be added together to make 6, 6 and a 6 to make 12, and so on. On the other hand, 1s and 2s can only be added to the other, and so it's only a matter of time before you start running out of moves, which dictates the end of the game. Now, on its own, this game is good, but what makes it great is the addition of little character voices throughout that respond to your movements. It's little touches like these that make a game memorable. And finally today, we have a fairly expensive but wildly popular game called Leo's Fortune. This beautifully crafted adventure platform game is simple enough in nature, but the clever graphics and simple gameplay alone are enough to get you hooked. In a nutshell, a thief has stolen Leo's fortune, and so your mission is to collect every last piece of it whilst voyaging through lush environments and surviving vicious traps. The only real downside to this game is that it's only 24 levels long, and if you're a heavy gamer, you may find yourself completing it in no time at all. But then the challenge is put to you to replay the game without dying once. Most likely an impossible feat. As I said, this game is one of the more pricier arcade adventure games you can buy, but the impressive visuals and outstanding sound design, with a big shout out to the voice acting, definitely make the purchase worth it. But anyway, that's it. 5 games that will cost you a penny or two, but if there's any to spend money on, these are the games to try. Now, before I head out of here, I just want to say a big thank you to Amazon who has sponsored this video, and as I mentioned 2 weeks ago, we partnered up to let you guys know about the Amazon App Store. Each of the apps I've mentioned in this video you can actually get from the Amazon App Store, and the cool thing about their app is that you can get what they call Amazon coins, which actually help you save money on other games and those in-app purchases. I'll have a link in the description below to where you can download the Amazon App Store, and you just need to ensure you've enabled unknown sources in your phone settings. Now again, for those who don't know, for the most part, 95% of my videos thus far have not been sponsored, but when companies reach out to me to sponsor a video, it actually helps out the channel a fair amount. So if you guys are keen to support me, then a great way to do that would be to support the guys behind the Amazon App Store by simply downloading their app and checking it out for yourself. Let me know some of your favorite games in the comments section below, but that's it for this video. Thanks heaps for watching, and I'll catch you later.